Hello everyone, Dominic here. It's been a while. I apologise, I haven't done a video in a while. I thought I'd come back, have a talk about something that I found pretty interesting. There seems to be a rise of academies in the UK. There's been an announcement today, which I broke on Esports News UK. Let's jump in. I'm going to have a look at a couple of academies, focusing on this main one from SAF, Serious About FIFA, and then look at a few others as well, because Guild have announced something, Endpoint has done one recently. Let's jump in. So SAF Global Gaming has announced this Esports Academy, and they've announced their first signing. It's a 15-year-old UK player for FIFA, Tommy Mackie, who's achieved multiple top 200 finishes in the FIFA Weekend League and has several 30-0 weekends. So, you know, that's a great talent there. Well played to Tommy, only 15 years old as well. And SAF say he could have a very bright future in FIFA Esports with the guidance of SAF. So this academy has been set up to identify FIFA players, young talent, who aren't yet eligible to play in the FIFA Global Series events at that young age, help hone their craft, and then play in tournaments when they're able to. SAF's coaching team say they'll apply a similar process to traditional sports clubs in developing the FIFA talent. Academy players will undergo a regime to help them identify and improve areas in terms of both their FIFA skills and their personal skills, their life skills, to mould them into an all-round esports athlete, they say. And there's going to be a focus on making sure academically they're okay, you know, school, studies, receive mentoring around mental health and a safe environment to hone their skills and learn. I mean, this all sounds really great. The news comes after SAF ended their partnership with Revolution Esports. They joined forces earlier in the year to help bolster UK FIFA and the ecosystem there. You can check that out. You can Google it, read the article for more info. But they're doing their own thing now, SAF. Craig Winfield from SAF Global Gaming has said, as more brands look to enter the esports space, we feel it's vital for our players to understand the importance of creating their own brand within SAF and the wider FIFA esports ecosystem. The SAF Academy will be an important part of our organisation's ability to create esports stars of the future. They've had 4 of their players at SAF have qualified. They qualified for the E-Premier League this year, representing Liverpool, Chelsea, Man U and Aston Villa. And they've got a partnership with Villa, I believe. One of their players, Cameron, is helping to deliver a content series on behalf of Villa. And their player, Stingray, recently played against Liverpool footballer Diego Jota. So this is really good to see. I like that there's more academy systems forming in the UK. And it actually reminds me of something I should bring up. The academy and the student set up that UKEL announced recently, the UK Esports League. I'm not going to be able to find it here, am I? But the UKEL recently announced a student initiative where they'll be helping support student teams in League of Legends and linking them up with actual organisations in League of Legends, which I think is really great. It's a great idea. So looking at other academies, this was recently announced, Guild Esports. I mean, this isn't a well-kept secret. I don't think they've kept it as a secret as such. The Guild have said they're working on an academy set up for a while now. I just muted there because my wife was shouting at me through Alexa that dinner's ready. So I'll try and finish this in the next few minutes. Let's just turn that down in case she tries to come through again. So yeah, Guild, the other day, so they've already announced this academy, but then the other day they gave more details on this. And shout out to Adam Fitch at Dixerto who wrote a piece. And also I think there was a few other sites that, there we go, The Loadout did an interview with Grant Russo, Director of Esports at Guild. They said a few interesting bits and pieces there. So shout out to those guys because that helped me cover this. But actually, Guild put out an AGM Q&A document, and buried in that there was a interesting answer I've found around the academy, and Grant has said that this upcoming academy could be the biggest thing to happen to UK esports for a very long time. Guild have said that they want to foster a global fan base for the organisation, attract talented gamers and mentor them, as well as provide a world-class training system, including coaching, guidance on nutrition, exercise and psychological support. And in their Q&A they said, we envisage the scale and quality of the online and physical academy resources to set the gold standard in the esports industry and enable Guild to stand out from the crowd. Our aim is to create a flourishing grassroots following that will expand our fan base globally, provide a growing pool of talent at an early age, and establish a sustainable asset base of players for the company. The academy system will bring in a young player base and nurture them over a prolonged period of time, which allows for sustained exposure to the Guild brand and its sponsors, and the scale and quality of our academy system will be much greater than any other esports team organisation. This vision is already being recognised by major sponsors such as Subway, and there'll be revenue generating opportunities there as well. I really like what Grant said. He told the Loadout, I think it's crazy exciting. Yep, could be the biggest thing to happen to UK sports for a very long time. I've seen what we're building and I promise you this is unlike anything you've seen. For that reason, I'm so excited to finally build a generation of UK talent, which has been my goal from the start. I think what we're trying to build here is unlike anything I've seen in esports, at least in Europe, in terms of an academy system that's treating it like football or traditional sport. We're going to raise the next generation of talent from a young age and build them all the way up into professional players. Really interesting stuff, and I'll just jump into this academy as well that Endpoint, a UK org, recently announced. I say recently, this was back in January now. The ROG Academy to help UK CSGO players go pro, and they launched a content series inspired by football academies and sort of behind the scenes football content. Actually, the other day, Endpoint, when was this? Earlier in April, Endpoint announced their academy team and the players within that. There's 4 UK players there and a Dutch player. So there's more info on that on their Twitter. There's a YouTube video here as well.
Want to win money while
from Endpoint. There we go. It's the Roger CSGO Academy episode 9, which you can check out and watch. That's from the 7th of April. So yeah, the thing with Guild as well that I find interesting, this is the interview with Grant on the Loadout. The thing with them that I find interesting is that they've got this big backing, right? Guild have the backing of David Beckham. They've got lots of money. They're throwing at content creators, hiring top players in games like Fortnite and Rocket League, and they're doing well. They won a Rocket League tournament on the weekend as well. That's something I should probably highlight. That was just the other day here. Here we go. They won the RLCSX Spring European Regional. That's their second major trophy after some of their players finished high in the Fortnite Championship Series the other month, last month. So they had Hen form part of the trio that secured the number 1 spot, and then Flick and Anas, Guild's other Fortnite players, also formed part of the trio that took second place, and they had a few others as well. So I'm excited by this. I think there are other academy out there in the UK, of course. I've only highlighted a few. I've just done this video because SAF's announcement caught my attention, and then following on from Guild's announcement and Endpoint stuff, it's got me quite excited. I think we're growing the ecosystem in the UK, and the academies are so important, I feel, for nurturing that talent, giving them a pathway, giving them some guidance, giving that young talent players, not just players as well, it's good that we've got things set up in the UK, the NIL NSC at the university level. If you want to grow and get experience as a caster or a production person, journalist, content creator, whatever it is, manager, coach, there are things out there. There's a whole ecosystem out there allowing you to do that and to grow and flourish. Academies are great because the players are so important in esports. Without the players, we don't have matches, we don't have esports. So academies are super important. I'm excited by this, excited to see how it develops in the future. I will be watching Guild especially very closely. They've hyped up their academy system, and I'm looking forward to that being announced. I believe it's going to be this quarter. So yeah, I look forward to hearing that. I've been called again for dinner, so I'm gonna head off now. So yeah, if it's this quarter, it should be April, May, June time. Expect the announcement. Listen, thanks everyone for watching. I will try and make these videos a bit more regular. I've had so much on. I think in the future it'd be good if I can bring someone on who can do videos like this. That would be ideal, but slow progress at the moment, and we'll see how things go. Thanks very much for watching as always, everyone, and I will catch you soon.